Welcome, Sagittarius, to your March 2022 reading. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. If this is the first time you've tuned in, I offer free mini readings for all new subscribers. So if you've got a question about this particular reading or something that this reading doesn't cover for you, just click that subscribe button and ask your question in the comment section below, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Now, just remember, Saggies, this is a general reading, so whatever resonates here for you, take it, and if it doesn't, just let it go that these messages aren't for you this month. But you start out the energy with the 10 of Pentacles. Now, this is a great card for financial abundance and financial security, and it's also just a card of contentment as well. Now, there's a strong concern for family here when you get this card, and this could have something to do with a Pisces just because it's above the Page of Cups, but this can be any water sign because this is a general reading, so it could be Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio here. But yeah, I feel like you could be just a little bit concerned for your family. There is a little bit of sadness here with that 5 of Cups. So I feel like something may have happened that has created this sadness, but you've got too many good cards for this to be weighing down your month in March. But before I jump ahead, I'll continue with the 10 of Pentacles. Now, this is really, as I said, great card for abundance. It's a card for financial success. It's a card of self-reliance, independence, fulfillment. And this is also a card that talks about family money as well. Money that you are working to get together for your kids, for their inheritance, and you know, even generations to come. You are building wealth here, and you're building your, you know, material comforts for everyone. And you know, when this card shows up, it's really talking about your home, your hearth is very important for you in March. But it's a card where everything is just feeling just right, you know, in March anyway. And you really earned the right to be proud of yourself as well. It's quite a lovely energy to start the month off with. But as I said, there could be a little bit concern here, emotional concern, because you do have that 5 of Cups. And the 5 of Cups talks about something from the past, or maybe even not so distant past, that has happened, and it left you feeling a little bit lost. And yeah, we often focus a lot on that negative stuff. So if you are feeling a bit sad or a bit lost about something or someone in your life, it could be that you're not looking at the bigger picture, and you're focusing too much on that negative emotional event that occurred, and you're not seeing what is actually the opportunities that sometimes negative things bring. And when you get the 5 of Cups, it's just kind of saying, try to refocus your mind and your heart, really, and believe that the situation is going to work out in the long run. So if this is stuff that you've been carrying from the past, if you keep focusing on it, it's only going to keep you from moving forward and moving in the direction of your eventual happiness. But you know, I don't see this as being a very big issue, because this is right above the sun, and the Sun is the best card in the deck, and this shines its light on everything. So even though you might be feeling some loss or some regret or defeat or disappointment or pessimism or gloom, it can't exist in the light of the Sun. And even the card of the Sun, if you look at this particular image on this card, you see the figure is holding up a blackbird, and she's kind of shading her eyes with the blackbird. So even this is kind of saying, if you keep thinking about that negative stuff, it's going to blind you to the beautiful brilliance that is there for you. So but yeah, as I said, that Sun, it just lightens everything in your reading. So just let go of that pain from the past. Try not to focus on it too much and move forward here, because you've got the Six of Wands, and this is, I mean, you've got the Sun. You can't get better than that. But the Six of Wands, again, is just such a wonderful card. This is a card of victory. It's a card of success. It's a card of being held in high regard by those around you. Now, you could even be you could have accomplished something quite great here, and a lot of people around you admire you for the great work that you've done. And this can even mean winning awards. It can even be having people just really look at you with so much respect, because they absolutely, you're victorious. It's the card of victory, this one. So you are going to overcome any difficulties or issues that you may have had when it comes to the Five of Cups. And another interesting thing here is that you've got the Five of Pentacles as well. Now, two fives, I like to look at synchronicities like that. And fives are a bit of a card of a struggle. They're a bit of a struggle card, to say it. It's they're a bit of a challenge cards, and they are the number of great change. So when you have multiple fives in your reading, they're coming into our lives, not just your life, but they come into your life to give you the ability to learn and to adapt. And the fact that you've got two fives here is just quite interesting. But when you have challenging times in your life, you really are able to spread your wings a lot of the time after it, and break free from the circumstances that no longer are right for you or feel right for you. And sometimes they show up when we resist change. And that's kind of what I was talking about, the Five of Cups. Like, if you are focusing on this emotional event or some sad event that happened in your life, you can't see what is ahead because you're only focusing on what's behind you. And so we can actually be we are making a rod for our own back when we do that. We are keeping ourselves held. We are resisting the change. So this is really, although these are challenging cards, I just feel like these are making you stronger and better and more able to cope with any situation that comes up in your life. Now, the Five of Pentacles again here, this is really, there's some change going on here. And I feel like in the past, maybe you have had financial issues where you've been struggling a little perhaps, or been feeling like you've been left out in the cold, because often this card can talk about something that is lacking in your life. But often this is quite just your perception. And when the Five of Pentacles comes up, again, this is asking you to change your perception, to look at things differently. And often, if this is to do with your financial security, you know, often we can feel like we've got no money, we're struggling. But the traditional imagery on one of these cards is you see someone outside of, and this card is quite similar. You see the person out in the cold. Right behind her, you see the light in all of the windows. And normally in a traditional tarot deck, this would be someone standing outside of a church. They're injured, they're unwell. But all they need to do is go into the church. There's warmth, there's people there that can help them, there's security and safety and loving and caring people. So often, you know, we might feel like there's an absence of friends, or there's an absence of romance, or even opportunities. But as long as you focus on what you don't have, that law of attraction only brings you more of that. And when you get that Five of Pentacles, it's really saying there is a helping hand there, but you might be too distracted by all of the negativity, or too proud to ask for help. But, you know, again, this is a general reading. For the most part, that sun card, you've got the sun and the star. So I'm not feeling like these fives are going to be very debilitating for you in March. I feel like this is just saying that this is a temporary situation that is eventually going to fade away. And once your thoughts turn to more positive energy, that is going to spark things and make things move faster. Now, often this can even talk about a change in career for some of you. This could even be talking about you changing from a career working for someone to being self-employed. Just think about your options really carefully though when you do that. But again, the sun and that star, it's just wonderful energy here. Now that Page of Cups, I did touch on that before. That is that beautiful card of the Pisces card, or a water sign card here. Now the pages are all about messages or messengers. So you could find you are getting beautiful messages of love here in March, or just caring, loving messages from those people around you. But for those of you that are not in a relationship, this can actually talk about someone new entering your life. And it can be just as wonderful when this happens. But if you are in it can be wonderful when this absolutely happens. But when you are in a relationship already, this can even talk about a deepening of that relationship and things moving on to the next level. There's just this deep emotional loving connection with someone. And you know, if you have been dating, this can potentially mean you are going to announce that you are now a couple. If you have been dating for a while, you might be moving in together. If you're already living together, you might be getting married. You know, it's that kind of next progression in a relationship here. So that's absolutely wonderful as well. Now that Sun card, I've spoken about it so much. It just shines its light on everything here, and such a beautiful, beautiful card. Like epiphanies are possible when you get the Sun card. great new ideas. There's like an illumination here for you. You're really going to, and I feel like this sun is just really snapping you out of any of these negative emotional feelings that you have been having. It's just going to just bring in wonderful opportunities for you. And it's also talking about your self-confidence really growing here as well. But just remember, keep your thoughts positive. And if you do, there is no way that you will not be successful. And if you've been unhealthy emotionally, like if you've been suffering from a little bit of depression, which the Five of Cups again can talk about, this is really saying that is coming to an end. There is healing here for you, Saggy, and there is just, it's almost like a breakthrough here. It's just happiness, insight, energy, generosity. It's just beautiful. Now, the next card you have is the Chariot. Now, the Chariot is another card of success. And this is a card that really is talking about your control, your willpower, your action. It's discipline and determination. Things are moving forward for you in the right direction. And it's interesting that it's right above that Six of Wands, which does talk about, success as well, victory. So you are moving in a new direction here for a lot of you. You've got so many, you've got 3 major arcana cards here. So this is quite a significant month for you. And I feel like you're moving away from a lot of this negative energy that has been surrounding you, that I can see in the Five of Cups and the Five of Pentacles. But it's absolutely lovely. And you are the one that's steering this ship here, in the Chariot card. You are the charioteer, and you're the one who is driving the chariot and going in the direction that you want to go in. So wonderful message here. Now, the Star card. This is beautiful too. Inspiration, vision, hope. This is restoration of any kind of, if you've been, and again, this is right beneath that Five of Pentacles. So if you've been feeling left out in the cold, if you've been feeling any kind of lack or any insecurity, there is a restoration of all of that stuff. There's a release here. It's a card of optimism and harmony. So again, I'm seeing this balance. You've had these challenging situations, both physically, financially, emotionally, but this is healing, and there is restoration here for you as well. And I mean, if you look at your final card from the Gateway Oracle deck, look at it, receiving from angels. This is pretty, I see it as pretty self-explanatory, but I'm going to read from the book anyway. Now, the affirmation for this particular card is, shimmering wings of angels embrace me with love. So in March, say that over and over to yourself. So the meaning of this card is, blessings from above are showering over your life. Angels are real and their presence is near. They are only a thought away. Messengers from the Creator, they come to you with immense blessings and love. All is well. Spread your wings and soar. The universe wants you to know angels are watching over you. They love you deeply and profoundly. Be still and open your heart to their wisdom and healing. They will come to you in soft breezes, rainbows, and feathers that seem to magically appear. These signs let you know that you are going in the right direction and that all is unfolding exactly as it should. The angelic energy within you is expanding. Know that you are an angelic healing force for others. So that is so interesting, Sagittarius. That is really saying that I feel like this is very much connected with that Sun card and the Star card here. These are positive, affirming messages that are coming through for you to stay positive. And I feel like you are doing that in March, and it is going to be able to heal any of those feelings of lack that you have in those fives. So have a wonderful month, Sagittarius. Don't forget to take me up on my offer of that free mini reading if you are a new subby. And if you're not a new subby, please tune in next month. Have a great month. Bye.